Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikini and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering Tales from the Crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote scripts.
All right here is no mystery. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 552. I think that's it.
I think we did 551 last week, so that would make sense.
I didn't listen to everything last week. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Brian.
3/5 of the team is back.
Hooray.
Well,
And you being one of the fifths
yes.
of us is back as well.
Yes. I am back. I am now going to be good for the rest.
The foreseeable future?
Yeah. I don't have anything coming up, so that's good. So yeah, I'll be here. So thanks, guys, for holding down the fort.
It was held.
It was held. I listened. Some of last week, and I listened to all the episodes 2 weeks ago. So
Jim and I did okay. Mm-hmm. We brought in new listeners good and whatnot.
you did, actually. I mean, real quick, we are on YouTube Music now. Not only YouTube, but YouTube Music. I actually listen to all my music from there when I'm at work in my headphones. That's a Zach Bryan being played. So you can go to YouTube Music and put in History of Bad Ideas. All of our episodes are up. And
some of them even twice.
Yeah, some of them twice. Don't worry about that. But yeah, we appreciate it. And yeah, Brian, can you go yell at my kids in the green room?
Shut up.
Good job, Brian.
Thank you. Yep. Thank you.
But anyway, so YouTube Music, it's free. You just go on, type in History of Bad Ideas, and we're up there. We've had a whole lot of new listeners, which is shocking, surprising that people listen. We appreciate it, and I guess we're entertaining enough.
Knock on wood, hopefully we retain some of them.
Yes. We got 1 million new listeners. 5 people stayed. Damn it. You all made the team, except for you, and you. And you.
And you.
Yes.
With that being said, I would like to thank Pat and Marlia from last week.
Yes.
Yeah, Brian and I would have been dead in the water if we would just been sitting across the table and saying, "Oh, what do you got?"
Yeah, that was a last minute decision.
We like Cheese Coney and
Marbles.
Yes. Try Canadian of the Year. Mm-hmm. She really is good.
Yeah, they brought it with the snacks. We even have some leftovers that we didn't get to that we brought this week. We got the spicy dill pickle goldfish.
Prime.
Yes.
You've had a kind of a rough week.
I have.
I went to St. George Island, Florida for vacation.
Okay.
There is a place called Sugar Kingdom, which sounds healthy.
That sounds so good.
It's a big candy store. Lots of good stuff. And my kids went there twice, and actually 3 times maybe. And I got a lot of good stuff for podcasting.
Nice.
What I got for you though, and for all of us, is caramel creams because you love them with Oreo.
Whoa.
Oh, Oreo bullseyes.
Oreo bullseyes.
Well,
I've not had these yet. My son.
You actually have had those because I have brought those before.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh.
But
were they delightful?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's nice that we have bullseyes back in the studio because I believe maybe 3 weeks ago when I left here, there was 1 full bag of caramel creams so generously gifted to me from
Yes.
Doug. And 2 weeks later, when I come back, that bag is empty, and I haven't been here in 2 weeks.
I have not had them because I'm not a big Bullseye fan. My oldest son is a big Bullseye fan.
And he blamed it on his brother.
Typical Big Brother thing.
I will say, Jim and I did have some.
Of course,
when we were here.
They're for the podcast.
Yes.
They're not specifically for me.
But we didn't eat the whole bag. There were some there. When we
so
left.
basically, what I'm saying is that those are for us, not for your kids.
Tell them that.
I did.
Yeah. Next time, just smack them.
We're going to start locking the door.
That's right. The deadbolt. Yeah, these Oreo Bullseyes look amazing. They're chocolate with just white center. Jeff, I got you something for the studio to keep, but it's for you if we ever shut down. It is Funko Pop Storm, the seahorse from Aquaman, the Lost Kingdom.
Yeah, Storm the seahorse, not Storm like the X-Men.
No, that would be cool.
It is a cool looking seahorse.
It's a blue seahorse with a thing in the middle?
A thing in the middle.
Like a glowy thing?
It's
chest.
its body.
It just has a white
Purple,
stomach.
maybe it's purple. Okay. So yeah,
Purpley white, whatever.
no cost is too much for you, Jeff. With Aquaman, it was also $2.99 or $3.99.
That was more than I thought it was.
I think it was $3.99. But
That was $2.49.
maybe that was it. I saw it and I had to get it for you. Good news is, come to the Cincinnati Comic Expo, October 18th through the 20th, and we have probably about 100 Funko Pops to give away this year.
We went Funko crazy.
We did. Trivia is going to be great. We got tons of Family Feud. I've already made 18 Family Feud games that we'll be playing.
All right.
Wow.
So yeah. Once you get the template down, it's really easy. You just start going in there. It's really nice. So yeah. So we got tons of Family Feud games. Maybe a few Jeopardy, but that kind of slowed it down last year or at the video game one.
Yeah.
But I will say it might have, but it was also like it did slow it down. But that was kind of nice having like not
rushing and speeding
like it was
through
nice.
things.
It was a break for us as much as it was for everyone else.
If the idea is that there could be an opening on Friday night for us to take the stage. So if there is, we will be playing Jeopardy. I thought we could do Jeopardy and trivia up there as well. So we could actually do a Jeopardy or two games. That's still being worked out because Expo is at Sharonville Convention Center this year. Get your tickets now. There's going to be
CincinnatiExpo.com.
Yep. They're going to announce a new guest next week we can't talk about yet. It's pretty exciting. And he bears my name. First name. Anyways.
Jason Bourne?
Yes. Jason
Matt
Bourne.
Damon?
Can't talk about it.
Matt Damon.
No, it's the Jeremy Renner version.
Oh, even better.
Nobody wants that.
I do. Give 1,000,000,000% Jeremy Renner. Sign him up. Let's get him.
Hopefully it doesn't snow that weekend. Anyways.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, that was bad.
But
Speaking of Jeremy Renner,
yes.
My episode that I recorded with Everything I Learned from Movies about the town was just released today.
Oh.
So everybody go check that out.
Yes.
That's one of Jeremy Renner's best films, in my opinion.
Next week, we'll be doing remote because Steve and Izzy are going to be on this show.
Oh.
So get ready.
Like we're all going to be remote.
Well, you guys can come here. We can do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can do it here.
I can stay home. I mean,
It's up to you guys. But yeah, Steve
there's
and
a
Izzy from Everything I Learned
stupid
from
detour that no one told me about.
Hey, one of my roads is closed. Just to let you know.
Yeah, didn't know that.
You do now.
Yeah,
We mentioned it 2 weeks ago.
I wasn't here.
Oh, it was in the text chat where Jim complained about it.
title.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was still going to be closed, but I don't come that way, so.
Don't worry. These bullseyes are amazing.
yeah, they're delightful.
Oh, these are really good. I like it.
I do have to ask while we're talking about pops.
Yeah.
I'm looking around and seeing all the pops that are in the room. Mm-hmm. This one's for me, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm allowed to take it out of the box.
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay. I mean, everything else is still in the box. I didn't know if you were like, oh my God, if you take it out of the box, you'll ruin the future value of Storm the Seahorse.
The reason why I kept most of them in the box, we have a Black Panther. That's a limited edition one because it glows in the dark. The Gremlin one, I just think looks cool with the box art. It's a Gremlin being the peeping Tom or the streaker,
the Flasher.
Flasher. Thank you. We got 2 Mandalorians up there. And then
an Archie Andrews
Riverdale.
from Riverdale.
That one I'm keeping in the box because it's going to be worth a lot.
No, it's not.
Yeah. And my superpowers collection is up there. Good news is my 4 new superpowers should be here next week, and then they got pushed back by Target till August 6th.
Target.
So we'll see. Booster Gold, which looks really cool. Metamorpho,
Okay.
Guy Gardner, and I forget who the 4th one is.
And somebody else you ordered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about it.
I brought 4 more for us for the expo today as well.
Funko Pops?
Yeah.
Oh, which ones?
I got us a Fennec Shan to give away.
Good job.
And I
Because
obviously
she'll be there.
she will be there.
Yeah.
I have
now win.
I have mine that I will be getting autographed. But
I have one too.
I bought a second one for us to give away.
Okay.
Samurai Jack, whatever that is, pretty cool looking.
Samuel L.
pop, though.
Jackson was the voice of it.
Yeah, but it's
Samurai Jack's pretty famous, popular
Show.
Anime, I guess it is considered.
okay. Never heard of it, but
Not one I've really watched, but I know a lot of people love it.
It's a pretty cool Funko Pop, too.
it's very cool. I got an Ahsoka,
Okay.
whatever that is, and then I got a Black Canary.
Not Katie Cassidy Black Canary.
No, the Birds of Prey. Black
Yeah.
Canary.
Which is not a great film either. Wanted it to be. It's not.
I might have some more too
Okay.
somewhere. I don't know. I bought.
I think you did. Yeah, you bought a lot.
I mean,
You brought some.
I brought some out here one time, but I think I might have bought more.
Jim has bought a lot.
Yeah. Jim's going to probably have to get a license so he can haul his trailer of all the stuff that he's bought.
Let's not jump the gun there, okay? Calm down.
I don't know if he can get all that on the bus or not.
I do have a drink that we'll be taste testing in a little bit as well.
Uh-oh.
It's in the fridge. Well, my son, very good news.
Good thing we have cups here ready to go.
But thanks to Doug
Yeah,
for
thanks,
that.
thanks, Doug.
Your cookies and cream dots over there are still over there.
Those were good.
These things are awful.
That was delightful.
And just in a little bit here, we'll be doing this Sour Punch pickle roulette. So it's the Sour Punch sticks, like the string ones.
If you say so.
They're an apple, watermelon, lemon, lime, and one of them is pickle. So you don't know what you're going to get.
There are 4 flavors. 3 of them are good,
Yes.
and one of them is great.
Yes.
Okay.
And finally later on, we'll do this at the end. Mint flavor cream Oreos.
Mint chocolate chip, isn't it?
Mint chip
Chip.
flavor Oreos. Brand new, just off the shelf. Oreo sent them to us.
They sent them to Kroger, and then we bought
Yes.
them from Kroger.
So we have those to try. We also have Sour Patch popcorn on here.
I'm so looking forward to that.
We also have Jolly Rancher sour lemonades that we've had, the gummies.
We've been munching on them already.
Those are really good. You got Goldfish spicy dill pickle.
Yeah, we sent out the bat signal for snacks to the studio, and you guys answered the call. So
Yes.
thank you all very much.
I like that you still got level 3 sour.
Sour. Yeah.
Those were good.
Yeah. When Jim got here, he's like, I didn't realize you opened this level 3 sours yet.
That was like 6 weeks ago.
Well, he's been suspended.
That's true. So anyway, thank you, everybody. Let's see here. Breath of Silence this week. Bob Newhart passed away. 92 years young.
You know I hate that.
I know, and that's why I do it. We did have a poll of the week. We'll get back to everything else, but since we're talking about Bob Newhart, he was hilarious as a comedian, stand-up comedian, and he's been in so many different shows, movies. According to our poll of the week at Bad Ideas Podcast. You can also find us on Facebook at the History of Bad Ideas Podcast. Social media poll of the week. What is Bob Newhart's best TV role? We had The Big Bang Theory. I think he was a scientist in that.
Like a television
Scientist?
like,
Okay.
Bill Nye or Mr. Wizard, one of
Okay.
those things. He played Professor Proton.
The Bob Newhart Show, the classic 1970s show.
Where he
Early
played
80s.
Bob. Oh, I forgot his character.
He's a psychiatrist, right?
He's a psychiatrist.
And then he was in Newhart, which was running the inn.
Running the inn.
Yep.
And he was a self-help book novel. Or not self-help.
No, he did how-to books.
How to, that's it.
I just watched pretty much that whole series. It was amazing.
Dick Loudon.
Yep. And Bob, when he was a comic book artist.
Yeah, I barely watched that. I know he did it. That's all I
It
can
was
tell you.
enjoyable from what I remember, but I remember my dad watching it a lot because it was Bob Newhart.
Yeah.
And we didn't really have that many different TVs with
You didn't have cable.
Yeah, so we watched that. In last place was Bob. 0%.
No one liked Bob.
Third place, 18%, Big Bang Theory. And then we actually did have people vote. We didn't just have like 10 votes. We had more than that. 41% to 41%, Bob Newhart and The Newhart Show.
Ooh.
They tied. I personally like Newhart more because I grew up with that more
Yeah.
than Bob Newhart Show. But
Yeah. When I was growing up watching Newhart, the Bob Newhart show felt dated.
yes,
So, which Newhart probably feels very dated now.
I've watched Newhart on streaming services just recently, and my kids are like, "This looks so old, Dad," but there's something warm and congenial, like just really nice to watch.
Because it took place out in like Vermont, up in the away from
Yep.
everything.
It was 22 minutes. It was enjoyable. 24 minutes maybe. And yeah, they had 20 episodes in a season, but unlike Arrow, it flew by. How's Arrow going for you?
I watched like another 8 episodes.
No, you didn't.
No, I really did.
And
It's still fucking awful. I tried. I tried, but
if you'd like to hear my interview with Stephen Amell, go on from the Comic Expo last year.
I mean, yeah, I see why people like it, but
He had abs.
I don't like it.
You walked with him.
He's a very nice person.
Uh-huh. He had abs.
I mean, I didn't see them because he was wearing clothes.
I know. I didn't think it was a good moderator to ask him, hey, can you lift your shirt up?
Yeah. Plus, I like attending the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
I like
didn't
being
want to
on-
get uninvited back.
Correct. We like being on the second floor running that. So, yeah.
Or in the basement this year.
This year we'll be in the basement. Yes.
But yeah, no, he's a very nice man.
Yep.
Got a new show coming out.
Suits LA just got picked up
Yep.
from NBC, right?
Yep.
Yep. Also passed Breath of Science. Lou Dobbs from CNN, right?
Amongst other
He did a lot of news
platforms.
shows. Yeah.
You know, news guy.
They say what he died of? Besides old.
I mean,
I hadn't heard.
I didn't either, but I'm more, and this is going to sound terrible, I more or less sent that jokingly
Oh.
to the group. But yes.
Lou Dobbs died. So did he die?
No, he really did.
Recently?
Yeah, like
Oh, okay.
like the day that I sent it, like it was true,
Okay.
but I more or less was like, haha, look at this.
A man died. I can't wait. It's awesome.
Okay, that sounds really bad saying like, haha, look at this guy, he died.
You know who also said that? Nazis. Nazis used to say that.
Well, that's kind of the joke that I was like, I don't know. This is weird.
Nazi talk.
Yeah, like, so Lou Dobbs was like actually a really smart and very like well versed in the political world until they put a worm in his brain.
Oh.
Like in 2015, 14, and then he was
Out there.
yep.
Okay.
So
So Breath of Science for Lou Dobbs.
so yeah, he went all in on the lizard people.
I hope when I die, it could be just as sweet of a memorial.
Haha, hey, look, Jason died.
Also, this is actually a sad thing. Growing up, when we first started the show, one of the reasons that got me into podcasting, Jeff and I both were talking about this, we decided to do podcasting. About the year before that, I started listening to Geek Show out in Salt Lake City.
Okay.
Geek Show podcast. And I took a little bit of the format of our show based on what they did a long time ago. And I kind of construed it like, okay, I like what they did here, but not here. Can we do something different? So we had a round table. Well, when we first started, it was just me and you, and then Blake. But they have a round table, and one of the guys on it was Shannon Barneson, who was called the Wild Card. And he passed away 2 weeks ago at the age of 52.
Ooh, young.
He was no longer on the show. I think there was some falling out with some of the people on it, but they're very similar because they do like Fan X, which is their convention out there. Their show, they run the panels on that.
Oh.
He used to run it. So it's kind of interesting, like obviously they have more listeners than us because the main guy on it is the local DJ too of the radio station. So anyways.
So someone who had a following before he started.
Yes. So it's a fun show. I enjoy it. But they've changed over the years. They've had stand-up comedians join the cast and all that stuff. But anyways, long story short, too late. Shannon Bernson was one of the original ones, I believe. And I always enjoyed him. He was fun. He passed away in his sleep at the age of 52. And he's always been very real on the show. Like, he had a lot of issues. But he was never afraid to talk about it. But what really is sad is in a span of 10 years, I think they've lost 4 co-hosts.
Oh, Lord.
One had an asthma attack. One had an accidental death. One had then Shannon Bernson. And I believe one other guy passed away as well. That wasn't on there for long, but he was on there for a little bit. So it's really sad. So I'm sending good karma over to the Geek Show there. They don't know us, but they're fellow podcasters. So, it was just kind of shocking when I saw that on Twitter a couple weeks ago. So it's like, geez, oh, peace, man. 4 of them in the span of 10 years is a whole lot.
Yeah.
And they were all young.
Yeah,
I think the one guy was 35.
Jeez.
But anyway, so there you go. So that's the uplifting stuff this week. Uplifting. On a side note, I did get my oldest son and I watched the first 2 movies of A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place 2. Not the new one.
Not the new one.
We've never seen it. I've enjoyed them. Have you seen them? Anyone?
I have not.
I have seen the first 2, yes.
Did you like them?
I liked the first one a lot. The second one was average,
It was,
in my opinion.
I like them, don't get me wrong. But I don't know if I saw them, I would have been like, oh my gosh, these things are amazing. They're interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, my son wants to watch the new one now, so we'll probably go see that. But
Will you, though?
when it comes on streaming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't go movie theaters that much. I will be going in a couple weeks, though. Mystery Science Theater guys have Riff Track, and they're doing a new one, and it's going to be live and in theaters.
Live and in theaters.
700 theaters across the country. They're doing it live.
You're not planning on going to the theater this weekend?
What's this weekend?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. So yeah, Riff Tracks. I've been catching up on Mystery Science Theater a lot. So
Yeah.
So you're going to be heading to the theater for the Riff Track.
yeah, August 7th or 9th or something like that. 8th.
There is a local one doing it?
Yeah. So if you're ever interested, Jeff, I'll
So when you do that, can you yell at the screen when they
I don't think
do
so.
things and
I
make
don't
your
think
own jokes?
I don't think so. I don't think so. That probably would not be looked great upon. So
I mean, they're doing it. Well, if they're doing it, why can't I?
when we were at
I'm
we were
funnier than they are.
when we were on vacation, we had Roku channels, Roku TV, and I don't have that here, but we were on an island, so we don't have much internet service, or it was very spotty. And one of the few channels that I could get was Mystery Science Theater Roku channel. So every time my wife came in, she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I can't stop."
MST3K, baby.
Yeah. So
There you go.
Brian, would you watch anything?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's get into this.
Finished The Boys.
I did too.
Go ahead, you guys can talk. I'm 2 episodes in. I started watching it.
All right, you only got 6 more to go.
I like the series. I'll finish it in probably the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, as a season overall, I was a little disappointed. I think we talked about that last week. But when we got the final, at least it went in a direction.
True.
So
Yep.
It went in a direction.
It seems like they've picked a path to finish,
yes,
which I was uncertain on how they were going to do that leading up to the end of this season.
and it's set up. I guess you call it cliffhanger, for the last season. I think
I saw the poster for season 5. Season 5 is the last one, I think.
It is.
Of Homelander in front of the White House. That
Yes.
was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I mean,
Don't spoil this part, but I heard that a lot of characters die in this season, or several.
I mean,
no major.
yeah, well,
characters.
ruin that for you. No.
Well, okay. One like important or like non like small role person.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they're all like,
Still there.
yeah. I mean, the people that die are very, they're not important to the overall story.
Yeah.
I did like Mother's Milk. I really like that character.
Yeah.
I
That
think he had the best character arc this season.
either him or Kimiko.
I like. You know what? I didn't like her in the beginning.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
grown on me.
I think she's my favorite character overall.
I also thought about that after I finished this season, and like Eric and I were kind of talking, and I legitimately, from start to finish, her character has been my favorite.
agree with you on that.
I like Frenchie.
Yeah,
He's a good side character with her,
yeah.
but I think he's humorous.
They kind of tie up some things with them,
Okay.
their little duo that I was kind of waiting for.
I did like those two in the very first episode. They're dressed as like the Secret Service or the waiters and that, and then the girl, the young daughter, is a superhero or is a super.
Yeah.
And you just see her like her face, and they're like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
I thought that was a really cool scene.
But so if you listened last week, we were talking about it, and I had said that for the majority of this season, I was very bored with it. Like, it was just kind of like, whatever. Like, it's an episode, and it didn't really.
And it was a lot of, God, we've went so far. How much more can we push this? And it's just like, okay, now you're just putting something in to put something in that.
Yeah, and a lot of like redundancy with like Butcher's character, where it's like he's this and he's out, now he's in, and then he's in, and then he's out, and it's like, come on.
I will say the Butcher used to be my favorite character, and he's kind of wearing on me.
And I partially also feel like his character has been written that way. Like, he started off as like a very central, important, and they've kind of grown everyone else around him.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of, and not, and that's just my opinion. Like, I just kind of feel like it seems like they've.
Do you think they did that on purpose to make the Butcher feel like in the show maybe he's not the main guy anymore? Like, I don't know. I've only seen 2 episodes of this season, so
Honestly, I feel like it's just because of the way that they've been writing Homelander.
okay.
And like that to me has felt like they've focused more on him than they did on Butcher stuff.
Okay.
Even though that they were like they're
Diametrically opposed.
I feel like they've kind of amplified Homelander's arc of their story against each other than they have on Butcher's.
He's got to die, right, Butcher?
I'm not going to say anything.
I mean, I know he's got a tumor. I did think that was cool when Homelander saw that in his brain. Like, oh, you don't have much time left.
Yeah.
Like I said, the first 2 episodes, again, only 2 episodes in, I've enjoyed it. I thought last season was okay, and then I was really pissed off because I thought the last episode basically put everything back at the status quo again. There wasn't really anything major. I felt like they just reset it. Like, you went through this whole season, and you're like, okay, so we started the same way we ended. Or we ended the same way we started.
But then they did a season of Gen V, which I thought was better than.
I think
I still need to watch that.
Gen V might be...
Oh, you probably missed some of the things that were going on because
Yeah.
there were some Gen V related things.
I think
in
Gen
the
V might
season.
be up for a floppy of the year.
Ooh.
Superhero show. I don't know if we gave it to them last season.
To Gen V, I don't
think it was
so. I don't
I
nominated.
think it was out
Yeah.
last December, was it? Or maybe it was. Yeah, it was out like last summer. Maybe.
Yeah, I like Gen V. Anything else?
Watch the first 5 in the first installment of 3 of the final season of Cobra Kai.
all that too.
Did you see all 5?
It's all, one day,
There we
turn
go.
it on. Let's go.
Yeah,
That show moves quick, which is really nice.
Yeah.
it does.
I don't like to sit down to watch a 2.5 hour movie, but I watched 5 episodes of Cobra Kai.
Yep.
Was there karate still in the valley?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Lots of karate in the valley.
Lots of
Now,
I mean,
karate is expanding from the valley now.
Yeah, it's
It's going worldwide.
yeah.
Is there
Saikai
more-
Taikai.
Is there any police?
There's never police when there's karate around.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, there were no.
There was one scene where the security guards were called.
That is true. Yes, security was called in one scene or one episode, but no police.
In the
Yeah,
valley.
I think the overall tone has calmed down in the valley a little bit.
Okay.
Now that we've got Miyagi Fang, that'll be the only spoiler that I give.
They didn't settle on that.
Right,
That's
yeah.
They-
Potential spoiler.
They did say the movie's coming out after this series.
I didn't realize, but they're doing 15 episodes for the final
Yeah, I thought it was just going to be
10.
10,
I
yeah.
did too, but they're doing 3
Rounds.
5 episode drops.
Okay.
So
Unless maybe they decided not to do the movie and do the it is a 5 episodes worth instead of a movie. I don't know.
The movie is Jackie Chan.
the Karate Kid movie.
Oh,
The Karate Kid movie is Jackie Chan, Ralph Macchio. Who's the blonde guy?
William Zabka.
Yeah, he's
Johnny
in it.
Lawrence.
Yeah, so those three.
Is Hillary Swank coming back then?
I don't know.
I still have yet to see her. I'm going to spoil it. She's not in these 5 episodes.
I hope Smith isn't. Willow Smith, or who was it? Willow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaden?
Jaden Smith. I hope he's not in it.
Why? I mean,
name.
if you're, why not?
No.
He could do something. I mean, the entire reason we got Cobra Kai was because of Will Smith.
I think he's watching After Earth too.
But I mean, if Jackie Chan's in it, Jaden Smith could be in it.
It is actually kind of wild to think about Cobra Kai starting as a show on YouTube
Yes.
and then like blowing up.
YouTube Red.
Yeah, YouTube realized, oh crap, we are not good at making shows.
Yeah.
But this one has a following, and it jumps
just-
to
Netflix, yeah.
Netflix.
I was just thinking about that while we were watching it, like how like that universe just blew up.
Community was on YouTube or Yahoo?
Yahoo.
That's right.
Yahoo.
Yahoo was not good at making
Yahoo Screen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were really bad at. I don't even know the name of any other show that Yahoo produced.
Nope.
I mean, I know it couldn't have been more than half a dozen of them, and only one of them I know the name of or watch.
And how do you get to it?
Yeah, I had to Google Yahoo to find Yahoo Screen.
It wasn't just like on yahoo.com.
I couldn't find it.
That's fair.
I don't know why Yahoo stock went down as a search.
I mean, I tried to search engine it on Yahoo, and it was like not coming up right.
I went to Ask Jeeves or Dogpile. I wasn't sure.
Alta Vista.
Alta Vista.
I think that's what they used in Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Like, they made we'll check Alta Vista. And it's like, why is everyone in this town use Alta Vista?
Jeff, you see anything?
I saw the things we just discussed. I did watch the Tom Brady roast. This
Okay.
weekend.
I still actually have yet to watch.
I've yet to watch that too.
There are some good ones in there.
I like that he doesn't want to pick on Robert Kraft.
Yeah, that was the only time he pretty much said, "Nope, no more of those."
I wish they would have kept going.
Yeah, but it was pretty good, and Nikki Glazer's set was the best,
That's what I heard. That she did a good job with it.
Yeah.
and not against Tom Brady. They're making fun of the other people on the dais or whatever, and like was it Bert Kirshner and Tom Segura were there. They did kind of a thing together. But she looked over at Bert Kirshner and she's like, "I'm such a big fan of your joke."
That's funny.
Did they make any Aaron Hernandez jokes?
Oh, a lot. He was not off limits. I think Tom himself made an Aaron
I don't think
Hernandez
Tom Brady
joke.
was a fan of him, to be honest. I don't think many people were.
No.
No, watching the Dynasty on Apple about them, there weren't not a whole lot. He didn't have a whole lot of allies in that locker room.
Wes Welker did not like him.
No.
And I will say Gronk did not do anything to improve his,
Intelligence.
at least his perception of intelligence. I'll go that far.
I'm Gronk. 69. I'm Gronk. I was a wrestler for a year.
That's a terrible
I'm
Gronk.
Gronk. No, it is a good one because, like I said, I'm Gronk.
Yeah, I mean, we know who he's doing because it's in
Michael Caine.
Yeah.
You're Gronk.
Michael Caine Gronk.
No.
Wait, we're on nerdly.co.uk. Catch us.
They probably don't want you after that.
It's a bad way for us to stay on their platform.
Brian. Did you have some listener feedback there?
I watched some other stuff, but we'll talk about that
What
later.
else? What else?
No, I got to get to this listener feedback.
All right.
Listener feedback sponsored by Hello Jeff. Hobie Pod, 20% off your
Go to hellojeff.com.
Yep. What's in the box?
Sorry, Brian. It's not a good box for you.
That's okay.
We are going seafood route.
Okay.
Oh, I had lots of seafood on my trip. Let's see.
I mean, there's a lot of shrimps,
Some scrimps.
some jumbo shrimps,
Okay.
some popcorn shrimps,
Okay.
some langoustines.
Whoa.
I mean, we're getting primo here.
Are they cooked, fried?
You cook them yourself when you get them. You get them raw.
Okay.
Hopefully, they're alive when you get them. To be
Okay.
honest.
Okay.
Yeah, they may or may not be.
We don't know.
And then some shells of something. They could be clams. They could be mussels. They could be oysters. When you pop them open, you'll find out.
Okay.
Scallops, if you're lucky. Ooh, I love a scallop. I know you can't, but I love a scallop.
Doug did say that he really liked the chicken box. That was his favorite one yet.
Oh, he liked it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he now has 3 free-range chickens in his backyard.
All right. Did he actually make the egg hatch?
Yeah. He sat on it for 3 days. That's why your mail...
Are we sure that he didn't just steal someone's mail and take their chickens?
Maybe. Because you can mail chickens.
Right.
I heard about that.
Actually, you know what? He didn't even have to sit on it. He just put the egg in his hand and covered it for 6 days, and it hatched. That's how great it was. Yeah. So we opened up the mint chip flavor cream Oreos.
Smells good. It's got that mint
First off,
scent.
it looks like there's a lot of cream to this one.
Looks a little thicker than regular cream.
The green cream with it. Some chips in it, obviously.
Well, obviously, we've had mint
you see
Oreos, but the mint chip. And yeah, there's a different design on the obverse of the cookie.
What is that? Kind of like a crisscross pattern?
It looks like a waffle, maybe?
Yeah.
So it'll give you a waffle cone because it feels ice creamy, I guess.
It does smell really good.
Smells nice and minty.
Yeah. Brian, what do you think? Still chewing. I have to admit, like, it feels like a pretty thick cookie when you lift it.
It feels like a thick cookie when you eat it.
You're a thick cookie.
Thank you.
I don't know what that means. But feels like a thick cookie is a good title. Brian?
I have nothing bad to say.
I mean, I like the mint.
It's good.
I'm trying to figure out what makes the mint chip that much different than the mint other than it's a little thicker.
It's
Because I really like the mint thins. So this is about twice as thick as one of the thins.
Does it have the cookie crunch in it?
Well, it doesn't have the chips in
The chips, I mean.
But, I mean, I'm not really noticing a huge flavor coming from the chips because the cookie itself is the chocolate flavor.
I feel the texture of the chips in it. But yeah, I agree. There's not much. When you take a bite, you definitely get the mint flavor. That's pretty dang good.
I guess I'll have to try the filling by itself.
You do a good job with that. You're the filling guru. I might actually have to say these might be up on my top 10. Like, quietly, like...
Yeah, when the filling's by itself, you can definitely notice the chips and even a little
Okay.
hint of chocolate in it.
When you
So I
take
do
the
like
cookie
that.
off.
Yeah.
I might... This isn't overpowering like a good... what was it? The peanut butter or cake or... What is our favorite one?
Peanut butter pie.
Peanut butter pie. Like, that one's great and in your face. This is like a very subtle, good cookie overall. Well done, Oreo. I like this one.
That's delightful.
At least top 15 for me.
And it's not like a mint where like it's going to taste like a Thin Mint. Like a lot of mint
cookies.
Mint cookies to me, a lot of them are just like it's just another Thin Mint.
I
This
agree.
is different.
I agree.
So
And I like Thin Mints, but you can't really beat the original.
yeah.
So
I mean, I will say the cookie part like gives you kind of like a chocolate cone, waffle cone to give you that ice cream feel. Mm-hmm. So I mean, yeah, it does kind of give you a good overall flavor.
Agreed.
I'm trying to find the Oreo peanut butter and jelly ones that they used to make.
I would be very interested in trying.
I'm trying to remember, did we try peanut butter and jelly?
No. No, we just had the peanut butter one. We had the peanut butter cream,
Okay.
which was good. Mm-hmm. Not as good as a chocolate peanut butter pie, though. That was good, too. Good, Brian.
All right. So starting off listener feedback with that one guy.
Beaver hands,
Ape hands,
beaver tail,
Dunkaroo Doug,
the jewel of the licking,
Yep. Chili Billy.
Sunny D,
the delivery man,
mailman,
7,
Screwdriver.
miter saw,
Beaver Hip.
beaver butt. Did you do 8 hands?
the flamenco kid.
Oh, I like that one.
Wow.
I like it.
Dad.
Yeah.
Although I'm still mad that I didn't get invited on family vacation.
Sorry.
Again.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was planning on not bringing that up, but I can't hold my tongue. Doug, that's who we're talking about. Doug says, with Hulk Hogan speaking at the Republican National Convention, is this setting up a run for president in 2028? What would be his platform / policies?
Jim told me that the answer is down the hall.
Hulk Hogan will go down the hall.
I guess.
Oh.
To stump box or whatever you called that.
I mean, obviously, a nice Christian-based,
Platform. Okay.
He would probably. I would have to say that RFK would probably be his vice president from the just from the health aspect. He's very very big into taking your vitamins and saying your prayers.
Yeah.
True.
So I feel like
he's very faithful to his 3 marriages.
yes.
He's got 3?
He had 3.
I guess my question is, would he let his racist go into the platform? His racism?
Allegedly.
No, it's recorded.
Yeah.
There's
He specifically said words that only racists would say.
If you go WWE 2K24, I guess is the new one. The new wrestling game came out, and this was about 6 months ago. It came out, and it's always funny because if you go to social media, they're like honoring Hogan on Martin Luther King Day or on Juneteenth or whatever, and they would just have like 6 of the African American wrestlers just beating the shit out of Hulk Hogan in the video game, and they're streaming it online. This is awesome. Poor Hogan. Not really.
I mean, when I think of politics, I'm drawn immediately to Hulk Hogan. So I mean,
My
it
issue
seems like a no-brainer.
See, I'll be honest. I kind of want to go for the moral high ground. Maybe Ric Flair might be a better choice.
Yeah,
Well-
I think he's not quite young. He's a little too young.
Oh, good call.
What I'm thinking that Hulk Hogan's got going for him is he was able to become incredibly popular without actually being good at anything.
That is true.
So that
true.
is a good thing to have in politics.
Yeah, I mean he would be following in the footsteps of fellow
RNC.
politicians.
Down the hall. Down the hall.
In my opinion.
Okay.
I mean,
I hope that helps.
yeah, Doug. I hope that answers your question about Hulk Hogan's.
You would be in favor of
presidency.
animal rights with 24-inch pythons.
But that's a very a 2-foot python is like a baby.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like I feel like
We'll get to that in the news of the geek about snakes.
It's not the length of the snake; it's the the circumference of
about?
the snake.
down the hall
on Porn Stash,
on
the podcast about sex.
From Jason Brigger.
Oh, I'll do this one.
Oh yeah. Read your own comment.
Time warp. Doug always does this, right? Speaking of that, we do have pop culture top 5 music. We did not import it yet.
You didn't? Oh,
well, you
we
had
did.
the mixer,
Yeah,
but I have it on here. We can play it.
We'll play it.
Yeah.
All right. But
from Pop
for,
Culture Cafe,
for
top 5
Time
music.
Warp, okay, the Time Warp music.
Okay. I like it. So when I was uploading,
No more horns. Like the horns are.
Hey!
sorry. You had your chance to move the mixer down. You blew it.
Oh, I did. Why did I set it up here?
Yeah, so I was uploading these episodes to YouTube Music. Find us there. And also on Good Pods. So I was listening to episode 36. I have no idea why. But some observations.
Yeah, let's hear them.
We were excited The Rock was playing Black Adam.
Thought it was a good casting choice.
It was.
Wait a second. That was 524
episodes ago.
ago when they made that casting
Yes.
decision.
It took them that long to actually make the movie, yes.
You think it would have been better movie by
Jesus.
I think the
that-
movie got worse as it went along.
That is wild.
Yes. The idea was that he was actually going to be in the Shazam movie, not his own. That didn't work. Jeff and Jason volunteered at Comic-Con. At a Comic-Con that was not the expo. And I'm not making this up. Blake was busy.
Was it his anniversary?
I don't know. We saw Tony Moore. Warner Brothers sent out feelers for writers to write a Legion of Superheroes film, which no one cared about. We talked about childhood family vacations with Blake going to St. Louis. That was like the filmification, including a closed amusement park. And Jeff went to Sexy Toledo.
Yep, family vacations in Toledo growing up.
This is the best part. Upcoming fall TV shows. 500 episodes ago. Battle Creek.
That was actually a pretty good show.
Yeah,
I'm not even remembering.
But the
it.
synopsis was the semi-mean streets of Battle Creek, Michigan.
Dean Winters was one of the two leads in that.
Wow.
I want to say, I can see his face. I can't think of his name.
Ethan Embry.
No.
John Travolta.
No.
Kurt Russell.
No. I want to say.
Katie Cassidy.
No.
Stephen Amell.
I have something that I can look it up.
Constantine. Everybody was intrigued.
I don't think that I couldn't get into Constantine when it came out.
And this is the best
wanted
part.
to like it. Yep.
We all thought How to Get Away with Murder was going to suck.
I really enjoyed How to Get Away with Murder. I watched every episode.
It was Josh Duhamel.
Oh, Mr.
He was going to be the
Fergie.
next
And
big thing.
Dean Winters.
He was the next big thing.
And Cal Penn was in it.
Oh, Cal Penn.
Let's see. Who
The
else?
semi-mean streets of Battle Creek, Michigan. Our top 5 was shows that will age well in the future. Office was up there for everybody. And Sons of Anarchy was on my list, and you're number 1.
My number 1.
Yeah.
And I was late to the Sons of Anarchy party.
Yeah.
Some other cast members from Battle Creek: Patton Oswalt, Candice Bergen.
Oh.
Who had Battle Creek on the bingo card for
now,
Hobie this week?
now I got to find out where it's streaming so I can go watch it.
It was only one season, I think, or 2.
Well, that makes it easy to watch then.
It was one season, 13 episodes.
Oh, makes it easy.
You can buy it or rent it on Amazon Prime.
Oh, you can only buy or rent. I don't do that.
No.
Yes. So
I'm
if
already
anyone
paying
has
for streaming. If it's not there, I'm not.
if
I'm
someone
with you.
has Battle Creek on DVD, send it to Jeff, please.
Or give it to us at the Cincinnati Comic Expo in October.
We're still waiting for Mr. Belvedere. Aren't we?
Still waiting. Sidebar: Peacock just announced that they're going to start streaming
Homicide
Life on the Street. Not too shortly after they announced that they're raising their prices.
To be fair, they lost $4 billion on Peacock last year. I think that might... They're going to really lose money when the WWE network jumps ship, too, in 2 years.
Yeah, and how many people aren't going to renew when
When they don't have the wrestling attached to it.
that plus even with wrestling attached to it, I'm not renewing it.
I will, because my kids and I watch, or my daughter and I watch a lot of wrestling on it.
That's
But when the wrestling's gone,
Oh yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, I'll figure out a way to get someone else's password before I pay. It was like 40. I was paying $49.99
Yeah.
a year, and it's going to $84.99.
Yeah.
oh,
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
50 to 85.
I got one
bucks.
more year left until it leaves. WWE Network leaves, so okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Year and a half.
I legitimately like I just like scrolled Peacock for the first time since, well, not when I wasn't watching a wrestling thing. I watched Twisted Metal. Was the last thing
I like that
I
movie.
watched.
I like that series.
That's the last thing that
Yeah.
I actually watched on Peacock.
I like that series.
So, like,
I might have to go down to the thing where you sign up for a month and then
Yeah.
cancel after a month, and just different network each month.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I've said that in the past, but there's always been enough stuff on the streamings I
Yeah.
currently get.
HBO, I
keep
still
them
watch,
around.
or Max, I watch a lot.
Yeah.
Because of the movies and that.
No, I like Max. That's going to be a tough one.
And
I probably should. Like, the quality of Apple stuff is good. I just barely watch it.
I know I keep thinking about canceling it, but there is a good quality stuff, and I want to watch I want to watch the Godzilla series that was on it, Monarch.
I mean, the morning show is one of
We
the
got to
best.
watch the final season or the last this past season. My wife and I like that show.
Yeah.
I think Josh Jamal's on that one too, isn't he?
No,
Oh,
not yet.
what else you got?
I have some corrections
Corrections.
from suspended
That's not the right button.
from
Jay.
suspended cast member Jim Now.
The next two are actually from corrections, Doug and Jim.
Right.
Okay,
But he's reading
Sorry.
Jim's.
I can only read one of them at a time.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
So this one comes from Jim. He says, Jason, the Dave Attell Comedy Central show was called Insomniac, not whatever you missed.
Late night or
Yeah.
up night or
Up all night.
Up all night.
all night.
He also says, how does a question intended for Brian end up with him giving a 3-word answer while Blake and Jason talked 10 minutes about Steve Martin?
That was a couple weeks ago.
That was 3 weeks ago.
Magic. Podcast magic.
I mean, I think that's actually the shtick of our podcast is, you know, we just go on tangents pretty much immediately from the question.
Yep.
And see where it takes us.
I'm not taking it on this one, though. Not taking the bait.
No, I just answered the question
There you go.
straightforward.
Good job.
I can't answer that, Jim. If somebody else can figure out how that continuously happens to me, let me know. Another correction from
Doug.
Beaver Hip. The Princess and the Frog didn't make as much money as Disney wanted because the theory is that boys don't see movies with girls' names in them. So Rapunzel became Tangled, and the Snow Princess became Frozen. Also, Walt is not physically frozen.
Just his head.
Yep.
Is he? I wonder if he's like mentally frozen.
Sexually frozen?
I don't even know what that means. Also, happy birthday to Tower of Terror. It premiered in 1994 today.
Spiritually frozen?
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually frozen.
Thank you, Doug. Let's see here. We'll wrap this. Wait a second. Nope. We've got. Nope. Okay. From Professor Number One and Doctor Number One, he says, with felony convictions and terrible debate by presidential candidates, why haven't we heard Richard Dreyfuss's opinion on the matter?
Well, we did. And then the convention, not the Sentai Comic Convention, another convention just recently had to apologize for that. So it's probably best not to talk to Dreyfuss about it.
It's because Dreyfuss wants civility, and this breeds anything but civility.
Hey, Brian, we're not doing this here.
Brian. Hi. Richard Dreyfuss. The greatest thing ever. Literally the greatest thing ever.
We're not doing this here.
No, we're going to do this here. I guess we're doing this here. I mean, to be fair, they also
Greatest panel ever. Good job, Brad.
yeah. To also be fair, I don't believe that they've been able to find a chair that he can't slip out of.
Even a recliner he slipped out of when it was all upright.
I don't know what it is about. Hey, there's Brad. I don't know what it is about Richard and the slippery chairs.
It sounds like a kid's book.
Or like
Harold and the Purple Crayon, Richard and the Slippery Chair.
or like a 50s like jazz band or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Coming up on stage next is Richard and the Slippery Chair.
Don't go anywhere.
Oh, I put Slippery Shoes. That's the sequel.
I mean, his shoes could have been slippery. That's why he couldn't get a good base in the chair.
Maybe.
But if his shoes were slippery, then wouldn't they be slippers?
Oh, I like that.
Oh man,
Richard and the Slippery Slippers.
That's too.
We got a whole kids series here.
That's too redundant.
It's a kid's book. It's fine.
I mean, I hope to see him down the road somewhere at another event. I mean,
Side of the road.
I'm just saying.
We'll talk civility for money.
All panels and slipperiness and anything aside, him and his wife were very, very nice people.
They were?
And they were like, I was physically with them for a very large portion of the evening, along with 2 wonderful Hamilton County Sheriff's officers who probably will not back any of this up if I ask them to. Although last year when we saw them at the expo,
they did like us.
Oh yeah, he was like the one of the 2 was like, we're not going to have another one of those this year, right? And I was like, nah, we're good.
No, we're not doing this year.
We're really not doing this year.
Moving on. What else we got?
Wonderfully nice people.
Yes.
So
happy to have them back again.
Yeah. So we've got a wrapping up listener feedback with a what we should watch listener's choice.
We talked about this a couple weeks ago.
This comes from listener Nick Mayer. Okay. Hey guys, I came across a movie I think would be cool for what we should watch. According to my wife, it was my father-in-law's favorite movie. When I met him, he was already diagnosed with early Alzheimer's, but that didn't slow him down. He was still the life of the party, but unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago during COVID. It was his birthday last week, and in his honor, my wife and I watched it for the first time. It's titled The Heavenly Kid from 1985. I can't wait to hear what you guys think of it.
Okay. So we have 2 weeks. We'll do 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks?
We will watch because we got Stephen Izzy next week.
Oh, that's right.
So we will do The Heavenly Kid next week in 2 weeks. Mark it down.
Yeah.
I believe it's on Amazon. I believe it is. If not, Podcast Money can pay for it.
I think I've seen this movie.
I've heard of it, but I can't remember what it's about.
I'm aware of the premise of the movie.
Nick Mayer, thank you for sharing that. We will be more than happy to do it. That's how it works, people. Send us a movie to watch, and we'll watch it.
Send us listener feedback. We're getting low as I found out last week as I was
going through all our
filling air.
Yeah.
Looking for questions. So send us in some listener feedback.
Send it in at Bad Ideas Podcast.
That's on X.
Yes.
The History of Bad Ideas on Facebook.
Yep.
And is it Bad Ideas Podcast on Threads?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
And I just want to let you guys know, I found the password for Instagram.
Share that with me.
Nice.
I will.
And you updated the password on Gmail.
I did. So, long story short,
Too late.
I spent 4 hours in a car driving to Florida trying to unfreeze my YouTube account that I have 3 emails. Hobie Pods one.
Okay.
Which I thought it was under. It was not. It was under another one, and I had to. It froze me out of it, even though it was a 2-step verification. Mm-hmm. And I screwed up on the text message that they sent me. Oh. Well, it moved too quick, so I screwed it up. And so it froze me out. And I was like, oh, shit, I won't be able to go on and post anything because It goes through our podcast provider and all that. So for 4 hours, I kept trying to find remember the password, or have them unfreeze it and just sent me verifications by emails. My other email, my backup, wasn't happening. They kept saying come back in a couple of hours. I don't know what happened, but 3 days later, I did the same thing. Nothing was fine. I kept going. I literally probably went through 110 different password variations. Because I was like, I changed it 4 days ago. I should know it. Anyways, long story short, too late. I went in and they're like, oh, you should complete your 2-step verification. I already did, but I'll do it this way. I did it, and they're like, you're unlocked. So for the spur of the moment, for the moment, they were just like, here, try it again, and it worked. So we have, so we're now up and running. So that was good. That everything was on YouTube. But that was a 4 hours of crap. And then every day I would check for 30 minutes. Why isn't this working? So fucking Gmail. But yeah, send it to us at hobiepod@gmail. Good news is the Sausage Queen of that festival, the beer festival.
Yes.
Yeah. Back in January, they said, "Hey, would you like to interview her?" We should try and check the Hobie Potty email.
We're only 7 months off our
Did you respond and say yes?
I did not, because I just saw it 2 weeks last week.
Oh, I think was it on
Mess
Facebook?
Comics would like to be interviewed back in March. Just letting you know. We're kind of fucking up on this, Jeff.
Oh.
Give me the password to that.
I will. I'll send it to you.
I can monitor that a little bit more than once every
Brian, I'll send that
2 years.
2 years.
No, I think we made references on the Sausage Queen in January when they were having the
Bachfest.
The Bachfest, and I think we shared something about it, so that's probably why they might have reached out to us.
That would have been a great interview for us because I went to high school with her.
Did you?
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, you're in charge of the emails.
Okay.
I just sent it to you.
Just saying that would have been a
great
a no-brainer.
Mess Comics wants to be on tip.
I'm about to say a friend of mine won it 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Brian, I just sent it to you. Please help out with that. Let's see here. Because you can email us at hobiepod@gmail.com.
Yes. That's the hardest way to get a hold of us.
Yeah. Not anymore. Brian's in charge.
Yes. What's this drink that we're supposed to be trying?
I will get that here in a second. I'll get my son to bring it in because I don't want you guys seeing what it is.
Do you want to open the door and yell, bring it in?
Yeah. Jeff, can you give me some News of the Geek music first?
Oh, yeah. I forgot what the News of the Geek music was.
I'll text it to him. Or go yell at him. Let's see here. Go ahead.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Okay. News of the Geek. Per Variety. Where Blake gets all of his news from. I wish he was here because this is his favorite one. And Jim.
We did talk about this last week.
For years, this article?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, Chanel West Coast wanted her own show?
Mm-hmm. Because we looked up the things that were sent. Brian
we needed some news.
Oh, so we don't need to read this one?
I just skimmed.
She was making $142,000 per episode.
We didn't get that specific.
I didn't actually read
up.
the entire article, but I just skimmed it.
She wants to be a mom. Chanel West Coast is more than just the laughter on ridiculousness. She's a musician, and she's a mom, and she has a reality show.
I can't believe she's 35.
Really?
That's what it says.
Oh, yeah.
Unless they're saying the West Coast is 35 years of age.
She's being super transparent. The toughest thing about being filmed all the time for the reality shows for me to watch back and not being my best looking self. On top of having a baby, I had extra bloating from liposuction. I was 40 to 50 pounds overweight. Still, I've lost all that weight now. I'm like, do I want to let the world see me on camera with no makeup? I don't want it to hurt my career. Maybe I'll never get an acting job or something if they see me looking like this.
Wow. Sounds like she's got a lot of very serious body and image issues.
Yes. So check out Chanel West Coast. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry.
The West Coast Hustle.
Yeah.
Debuted with 2 back-to-back episodes in July.
Yeah, great. Her life as a mother, girlfriend, and swimwear designer, and independent recording artist. Been trying to get my show for years.
Well,
Anyway,
I mean, I'm an independent recording artist.
so we'll go to the next one. Per mycentralnewjersey.com, where Brian gets all of his news from.
None of your news from there, did you?
Oh, just the New Jersey news.
I don't even know how this came up in my algorithm on news articles, but I went through it and I was like, this is kind of interesting. The New Jersey Department of Environment Protection has handed Sequest, at the aquarium in the Woodbridge Center Mall, it's always a good sign, a 32-page notice of violation detailing Sequest's failure to take proper care of its animals, which has resulted in almost 100 deaths since 2019 when it opened. The notice, which lists 12 violations of state law and exotic non-game wildlife regulations and permits, detailed the allegation with videos and photographs. Sequest paid a hefty $2,500 fine.
100 animals in 5 years,
Yeah.
and the fine is $2,500.
But they do have to make some changes, though, Brian. So here we go. Sequest is a profit-driven, exploitative hellhole that will continue to risk the lives of animals and public safety in order to make a quick buck, said PETA Foundation Director of Captive Animal.
For some reason, I thought that was their press release.
Why are you fining us? We're profit-driven hellhole. Michelle Sinnell. That's why PETA is urging everyone to never buy a ticket to this place again.
Hey, it's $9.29.
And hopefully get the shady operation and close up shop. Here are some of the major violations listed. 2 Asian water monitors frequently attacked each other for at least 2 years because of the size of their enclosure and its poor quality. This led to both water monitors being euthanized because of the injuries they inflict on each other and signs of gout caused by dehydration and poor care. So I have Jurassic World 2, where I make my own zoo of Jurassic World dinosaurs on the PlayStation 5. Let me tell you, you can't do that. You got to make a big enough enclosure, or the dinosaurs will attack.
Oh, the dinosaurs get gout.
Yeah, they do actually. Not gout. It was pneumonia, I think, or something like that. I don't know, but something. Yeah, so you can't do that. A female porcupine, this is quite possibly the best one. A female porcupine was found sleeping in the rafters above the shark and eel tank after ripping off the mesh of its enclosure and finding its way to the aquarium. Brian, is that a porcupine up there?
Sure looks like it. Hopefully it doesn't fall.
We should probably get that looked at, right?
Oh, look at that big hole in the mesh. That's fine.
Hey, I paid $2,500, damn it. 9 giant geckos were housed together in a 20-gallon tank, only meant to hold about 5. Due to the overcrowding, the geckos will often fight with each other, sense the theme, causing life-threatening injuries and possibly prompting geckos to escape. Members of the public and Sequest employees on multiple occasions walked Asian water monitors on a leash. Jeff, go take that monitor out for a walk.
I don't see no problem with that.
Here we go. Asian small claw otters, identified as potentially dangerous species, were on 2 separate occasions enclosed in a way that potentially could be dangerous to the public, allowing otters to reach outside to the public, or the public to reach inside the cage. One of these otters also escaped its enclosure for more than 20 minutes without any employee noticing. What the fuck? According to the notice, Sequest also failed to provide proper records and reports of the agency, modified data on those records, failed to check if animals entering the facility were free of disease, and struggled to feed, house, and take care of its animals, among other violations. Hey, that's made $2,500, Brian. Took them out. Let's see here. The records obtained from the New Jersey Division of Fish and Wildlife detailed deaths of multiple species, including 5 turtles, a panther chameleon, and a sloth. What did the sloth do? Susie the Sloth, great name, died just a month after arriving at Sequest because of reported malnutrition, and Garnett, the panther chameleon, was found emaciated. Thank you. At his emancipated.
I mean,
at his death.
In a way, he
according to the PETA report,
he was both.
Sequest was unable to acquire Dubai roaches, a large part of the Garnett's diet, for a long period of time. Instead, fed it crickets, which can cause parasites.
Oh, nice. And Stubia roaches.
Dubia, yeah, not Dubai.
Not Dubai.
The New York Times and ABC News have also detailed issues at Sequest facilities throughout the country. In the last year, Sequest aquariums in Littleton, Colorado, and Trumbull, Connecticut have closed. Those facilities also received state and federal law violations. Sequest opened its first location in 2016 and is run by Vince Covino, the founder and CEO. Covino has been in the aquarium business since 2011 when he and his brother, Amon, opened the Idaho Aquarium. Here we go. You ready for this?
So,
Hold on. In 2013, Covino was sentenced to 1 year in prison and 2 years of supervised release for the illegal trafficking of marine life.
So you know what? Okay, we've done this. So now let's make sure that he never touches another fucking animal.
No. Here we go. Covino and his co-conspirator, the Idaho Aquarium Secretary Christopher Conk, were found purchasing and transporting spotted eagle rays and lemon sharks from the Florida Keys to Idaho without the required license. Covino was not allowed to be employed by any job that dealt with wildlife during supervised release. But then he would literally get into the family business just 5 days after being released from prison, helping his brother run the Austin and San Antonio aquariums. Federal court records indicate he was also sentenced to 2 more times in 2016 for violating his supervised release, 1 for 3 months and 1 for 8 months.
You know, just once, I would like just one politician to actually have a backbone and actually care about animal welfare.
That would be...
And get laws enacted to where it never happens again.
Yes.
Like, the fact that this guy went to prison for trafficking marine life,
got out,
and then continues to keep doing it.
Not even a week later.
And making money off of it. Like, how can that continue to happen?
I would definitely say any aquarium that's in a mall, good idea. Don't go to it.
No. Like,
I'm sorry, Spencer's is no longer here. We have the shark aquarium in that room. Pardon us.
I heard Sequest's next venture.
Don't do it. Go ahead.
Was to make submersibles to go see the Titanic.
I knew it was coming. Covino could be in it.
If that guy gets bolted into one of these things, I will go to wherever it's dropping in.
I'll be honest, I don't think the whales would help him. I don't think they would.
I mean, they didn't help the other one.
Yeah, this guy's actually an asshole to animals.
He is. That shit. And like with these aquariums and these big, like SeaWorld and like there's like none of them operate. It's just sad, man. It's sad and depressing.
Let me help you get something better for you. You ready?
Yep.
Submersible. They were bolted in, Brian.
They were.
If only they had the right wrenches.
I mean, you gotta have standard and metric.
You know what the best part is? Humankind is going to make another one of these.
Yeah, we could only be so lucky.
Hey, it's happening. It's happening.
I know
Happening.
it is.
Hey, you know how we fucked that up? Let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing it. I got a Atari joystick now. My problem.
It's a lot less to go wrong.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. The other one had 3 buttons. This one has 1. Did you get the paddle? Don't use the ColecoVision one.
Intellivision was too confusing.
That's what it was. Yeah, Intellivision. Those fuckers died. Next, Jeff, you got some box office news?
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
The box office news report from July 19th, 2024 through July 21st of 2024. Bombs. Per 411 Mania, Fly Me to the Moon followed its disappointing opening weekend with a rough fall, dropping 65% to $3.3 million, a total of $16.4 million domestically.
No.
Not a lot of positives to look here considering the $100 million budget, but the caveat for Apple Original Studio Films is that we know it will be promoted as a film and we will only be available on Apple TV.
So that's similar to Killers of a Flower Moon.
Yeah.
They kind of go that route with it.
Killers of Flower Moon, though, got critical review.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the same thing they did with Coda. And that one, Best Picture.
I need to see that still.
I mean, I think a lot of Apple, they just put it out there so it's available for the Oscar contentions. But
I don't think it looks good, Fly Me to the Moon, but I'll watch it once it comes to Apple. It has a good enough cast.
I know Jim and my sister went and saw that this past weekend.
Did they like it?
Or Monday. Jim said he liked it. Didn't get really much into it. He said Colin Jost was great. And then had a very small, ridiculous role.
What came out, Jeff, or what happened at the box office?
Number one at the box office was Twisters. It made $80.5 million in its opening weekend. Was expected to make between 50 and 65, so it did much better than expecting. Its budget was $155 million.
It's a lot of money for a budget, big budget for a movie about a game.
I saw.
That joke was made last week.
I missed that one.
Yeah, 1 or 2 weeks ago.
Damn it!
I saw today that it's now over 200 million worldwide.
Jeezel.
So, we're going to see Twister 3.
Twisters 3. Twister.
Which
Let's see, if it goes by Alien, it will be to the third Twister to the third power.
What word or what letter in the Twisters is going to be a 3?
Probably
The E.
E. Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Twisters. Twisters.
Twisters.
Twisters.
Twizzlers.
They could collaborate with Twizzlers on a promo.
I like that.
That's true, yeah. A lot of good product placement there.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 2, Despicable Me 4 made $23.8 million, a total of $259.5 million on a $100 million budget. And that's just domestically.
Safe to say there will be a 5.
Minions 3 is coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they had 2 Minions movies. Oh, I thought it was only one. I forgot one of them. But keeping up with the cartoons, Inside Out 2 made $12.8 million, a total of $596.5 million on a $200 million budget.
I think it's going to make some money.
Yeah, when's Inside Out 3 coming in?
Yeah.
What more emotions do we have to put in there?
Yeah.
Number 4, Long Legs made $11.7 million, a total of $44.7 on a $10 million budget.
It's getting great reviews.
I mean, it racked up its budget and then some.
Nicolas Cage is a serial killer.
Longer Legs is what I'm looking forward to.
Lady long
And
legs.
then The Longest Legs.
Oh.
And as Jason needs to watch, A Quiet Place: Day 1 made another $6.1 million, a total of $127.6 million on a budget of $60 million.
Quiet Place.
So A Quiet Place Day 2 will be coming out soon.
Day 3.
What would happen if A Quiet Place and Bird Box mixed
Don't give Netflix any ideas.
and you couldn't talk or see anything?
To just be Helen Keller.
Okay.
They already made that. It's called
So it'd be the Miracle Worker?
Yeah.
That's all that would be. All right, nice.
What's upcoming, Brian?
Upcoming this week, we have
Small independent film is coming out this week.
we have The Fabulous Four.
Jeez, I saw this.
It tells the story of 2 friends who travel to be bridesmaids in a surprise wedding of their college girlfriend.
Surprise!
Tell them who's in it.
Susan Sarandon, Bette Midler, Megan Mullally, Michael Bolton, Bruce Greenwood,
When a man loves a woman.
Timothy V. Murphy,
When a man loves a woman. I'm Michael Bolton.
let's see here. Also coming out this week, we have Dee Dee. In 2008, during the last month of summer before high school begins, an impressionable 13-year-old Taiwanese American boy learns what his family can't teach him: how to skate,
Oh.
how to flirt, and how to love your mom.
Oh.
Too bad this movie didn't come out before our lists for our top 5 this week.
Yes.
Yeah. Independently wise, this is getting great reviews.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
That
Let's
it?
see here. We've got also coming out, we have The Beast Within.
Did see a preview for this.
After a series of strange events leads her to question her family's isolated life on a fortified compound deep in the English wilds. 10-year-old Willow follows her parents on one of their secret late-night treks to the heart of the forest.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
I bet you they live in present time and they just paid a park service.
That would be a great movie if someone
yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
So this is Kit Harington,
It's got to be good then.
Kit Harington sighting.
Ashley Cummings, and 5 other people.
Cummings.
There are 7 cast members in this film.
See the Black Knight?
No, he plays the character.
Black Knight.
I don't know because they don't put their character names underneath their names.
He does play the Black Knight in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Or the guy who goes on to become the Black
In
Knight.
theory,
If they elect
they
to.
won't.
Actually, that's the one thing I'm looking forward to.
I like the Black Knight.
We also have a documentary coming out called The Swan Song, a behind-the-scenes look at one of the world's leading ballet companies' production of Swan Lake. Why do you do that?
Are you like sucking dick down there, Jason?
Swan Lake. Oh, yeah.
Executive produced by Nev Campbell.
No. Well, I do like Nev Campbell. She was awesome in The Craft.
Thought you were going to say something else.
Let's see.
Yeah, Wild Things.
Sorry guys, I missed the other one. We have Deadpool and Wolverine. It's coming
What?
out this week. Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine.
There hasn't been much marketing for this. I don't know if anyone's noticed.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it, to be perfectly honest.
I told my wife today or yesterday, I was like, I do want to see it, but I am so tired of the marketing of this. Everywhere I go.
So it was this. I said the same thing about Twisters because like there were no blockbuster movies, so like Twisters was fucking everywhere,
Yeah.
all over the place.
Because they're only releasing like one movie a week.
Yeah,
Or like big one.
Yeah.
But it's also like now like
It's
you
like-
know.
it's going to make $170 million. You don't need to market this thing.
Especially, I guess, like they put out a new trailer last week.
I didn't even watch it because I was like, I don't want to see
and
it.
it's like anybody who wants to see it, you don't have to throw in things that are spoilers to the movie. And there were actually a couple of cameo spoilers in the trailer.
It was they were on Good Morning America yesterday. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. And I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
that's who's in it?
Yeah. Okay. And they're like, we have a unreleased clip from the movie. And I'm like, how the hell are they going to put this out on network TV? Like, every other word's going to be a cuss word, right? It literally was like a 15-second clip. And they're like, that looks good. And it was right before Wolverine starts to cuss. And I'm like, okay, great.
I was expecting them to show a Mac and Me clip.
Paul Rudd.
That would be great if somebody else picked up Paul Rudd
Yes.
doing that to Conan.
Brian, could you
so-
give me that photo opener right next to you on the microphone? It's a Millennium. Is that ship? To the left. It's called a Millennium Falcon.
In case anyone's interested, a listless Wade Wilson toils away in civilian life with his days as the morally flexible mercenary Deadpool behind him. But when his homeworld faces an existential threat, Wade must reluctantly suit up again with an even more reluctant Wolverine.
There you go, Brian.
They team up to defeat a common enemy.
And the X-Men get introduced.
In case anyone was curious what the plot of
was.
Dead Man...
You know, I actually had
Deadpool-
zero clue what the plot was.
I don't either. Yeah. Lots of multiverse.
Jason opened this beverage.
Yes.
And the color automatically was something beverages should not be.
What's that?
Orange?
Dark orange?
Yeah.
I mean,
You smell it?
And then it smells like, what, pumpkin spice?
yeah, it's
My least favorite of the Spice Girls.
Really? Pumpkin is my favorite of the Spice Girls.
So I got this at Sugar Kingdom. It's a good liquid.
Oh, that's terrible.
I actually kind of like it.
Oh,
It's a very spicy flavored taste.
Not spicy like hot spicy.
No.
no, it's like
Lots of like Christmas spices.
Yeah, like nutmeggy.
fall. This
it's
is fall.
definitely fall.
Oh, I mean, it's not horrible.
Nutmeg, cinnamon, those type of spices.
Brian's going to die over there.
Is this pumpkin spice?
It is not pumpkin spice.
Is it like zucchini bread or banana? Like not
Zucchini bread.
Hey,
like
carrot cake.
Carrot cake.
Carrot cake it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is. Carrot cake soda. You all get your fixins.
Yeah, that's carrot cake. Yep.
Yeah.
Pure sugar cane it's made from. It's Melba Fixins. Carrot cake soda. Yeah. So there you go, guys.
Thanks, Melba.
Hey, nothing but the best for you guys. I did get you bullseye Oreos, Brian.
You did, and your kid just came in and took whatever was left of them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Go smack the shit out of him. No, don't do that. Because
I'm about to say, I don't think we're condoning.
Are you sure? Because I will.
Go out there and just take his headset.
No. I'm gonna fart. I'm gonna fart on his pillow before I leave.
Oh,
No,
great,
I
pink
have
eye.
been sitting here, and we're getting close to the end, and we have not gotten into these.
Why don't the Candy Pop Sour Patch?
Yeah.
Okay, let me do the top 5 music, and we can start.
Okay.
Let's see here. Hold on. Let's see here.
But yeah. Oh, I mean, obviously, as I've been loving Sour Patch Everythings, and then when they came out with those Oreos, I am very looking forward to any treat made with this.
So this is from Pop Culture Cafe.
Thank you, TPC.
Somebody finally made a top 5 music. We will add it to our mixer next week. We just haven't had a chance yet. But here we go. I'll play it from my phone.
Debuting.
Boy, oh boy, weren't they great. That's the Lobotomized Monkey, and now, the top 5.
Excellent.
I like that very much.
And
It's better than the various concoction of horns and buzzers that you press buttons.
yes, that is much better than what we've been doing the last couple of months.
Wow. Oh, that's not it. Damn it. I was looking for the air horn.
Oh.
Oh no.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Boy, oh boy, weren't they great. That's the Lobotomized Monkey, and now, the top 5.
The lobotomized monkey.
Okay.
Chuckle. So I'm opening up this popcorn while we get our top 5 ready.
Yes. Top 5 this week. Let's see here. Is top 5 films involving going on vacation, being on vacation, vacations.
Planning a vacation.
Yeah, whatever.
Coming home from a vacation.
Yeah.
Daydreaming about vacation.
My number 5 is Lilo and Stitch. It's Lilo or Stitch comes from a planet and goes on vacation in Hawaii.
Was he really going on vacation? Wasn't he escaping prison?
I'll be honest, Jeff. I had 4 really good ones, and then I couldn't find a 5th one. So
I mean,
Lilo and Stitch was
Going
on
to that-
commercial, and I was like, it's a good movie.
going to Hawaii would be a great vacation. I just not sure that's exactly why Stitch was there.
Again, to be fair, Jeff, I saw the commercial on TV, and I said, that's a good film. Let's go and put that on the top 5. Because I got 4.
All right, I had a piece of this Sour Patch popcorn, and I love it.
Sour Patch popcorn. Okay, Jeff, what's your number 4?
I'm not even a huge
5.
popcorn fan. Oh, shit, yeah. My number 5 was Roman Holiday. Gregory Peck and Audrey Hepburn from like the 50s.
Okay.
Fun little movie where she is like a royalty or whatever who goes on a vacation in Rome.
When in Rome.
And he's an American reporter who tries to get close to her, and things ensue.
This is a very decent popcorn. The Sour Patch?
Yeah, but
gummy.
Yeah, like that's the thing that stuck out to me is like the popcorn itself is kind of chewy.
Yeah, it's not the best popcorn.
It's not like crispy like popcorn. It's a little chewy,
Yeah.
Sour Patch comes through really good.
but the flavor is delightful.
Sour Patch comes through great. Like I said, it is a chewy popcorn, not like, where you can just...
Made with Sour
Crunch it.
Patch Kids bites. These are really good. Brian, what's your number 5?
My number 5, I hobied this one.
Uh-huh.
Summer Rental and The Great Outdoors.
Oh, okay.
2 of my favorite John Candy films.
Okay. Good job.
Both of those are just, they're so good.
I was expecting at least one of those on your list, Jason.
No, I don't like either of them.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you loved The Great Outdoors.
No, I hated that movie.
Oh, well, I must have been thinking of someone else.
That was not me. Number 4?
Number 4 for me, Couples Retreat.
Oh, God, I hated that film.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, I did not like it.
I love that movie.
Oh.
It's so bad, but it's so good.
Hey, Brian.
What?
Let's move on to Jeff. Jeff, give me a movie with good quality here.
A good quality movie?
Number 4.
My number 4 vacation movie. Zombievers.
How was that vacation movie? Oh,
They're going out to the woods to stay in the
Yeah.
cabin.
We watched that movie.
We did.
Great film.
It's a film
Sure is.
in my top 5 list.
My number 4, Richard Dreyfuss, Bill Murray. What about Bob?
That's an honorable mention for me.
Yeah. Baby steps. Baby steps to the elevator. Baby steps to civility. Baby steps.
Richard Dreyfuss didn't have a good vacation in that movie.
No, and he did not like Bill Murray in real life. Let's see here.
That's a shocker.
Number 3, Weekend at Bernie's. I really like Weekend at Bernie's. It's not good, but I've enjoyed it. I like it.
I mean, it is a movie. That
It
is
is a
on
movie.
your list.
Yep. Number 3 for you.
Number 3 for me. What's the best time about your vacation and summer vacation? Going to camp at Meatballs. Oh. Some more Bill Murray
Okay.
with Woody the Wabbit.
Number 3 for you.
Number 3 for me,
Really good.
I'm going to go with The Hangover.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. That's a good one.
Now, that is an honorable mention.
Nice job.
Just the first one.
Yeah.
I don't.
Second one was okay. Third one was bad.
Yeah, they.
I didn't see the third one. Yeah, the second one had parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it.
Put that on the poster. This movie has parts.
Yep.
This popcorn is really good.
That was my number 3. My number 2, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, okay.
I will tie that at my number 2.
There you go.
Put it on the board.
I was about to say that, but yeah, I'll just pull up. Oh, wait, do I have another honorable mention? Yeah, I do. All right. Just because I like to do that.
Yeah.
My number 2 is Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Okay.
Kind of in the same vein as the Zombievers. Mm-hmm. You know, the people going to the cabin in the woods. I never picked the cabin in the woods, though.
Let's see here. That was your. What was that one?
That was 2.
Those 2. My number 2. Is they really are the worst twins ever.
That's my number 1.
Euro Trip.
That's my number 1.
Put it on the
I
board.
can't even fake it, taking that off
Such
my
a great
list.
film. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. That was my.
Don't blame Scotty, 'cause Scotty doesn't know.
That was my ringtone for a while. Scotty doesn't know. And my number 1, it's a horror movie, but it's really funny and really well done. Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, I didn't mean to screw up your Cabin in the Woods when I mentioned Cabin
no,
in
you're
the
fine.
Woods. Okay.
Cabin in the Woods, great film.
Yeah, my number 1 is Euro Trip.
Number 1 for you?
My number 1, Grown Ups. What? Say what? It's a
So we had a couple
fantastic
listener feedbacks
film.
on this one. Nick Mayer had Weekend at Bernie's. We're the Millers.
I was discussing this with Jim.
Uh-huh.
Is We're the Millers a vacation movie? They're working. I mean, they're doing their job.
You know what? It's a top 5. You can make it.
Good point.
Camp Nowhere. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. And this is a good one. Up.
Oh, he's going to vacation.
That is.
Oh, I didn't even think of Up.
Not for the Boy Scout, but for the other kid, the guy in it.
Yeah, Mr. What's his name?
Winters.
That's not his name.
Brian Ow.
Brian Hour.
Yep. He had 6 Days, 7 Nights, When in Rome, The Holiday, Vacation, and Gotcha. Oh, no, Gotcha. I didn't put any of the Vacation movies on there. Just they're great, but
I mean,
I kind of left them off on purpose.
Christmas Vacation would have probably been the only one that I would have considered on my list. Even though I like all of them.
I like the first one.
Christmas Vacation would have been the 5th Vacation movie on my list.
Stop it.
Even
behind Christmas Vacation 2?
Behind Vegas Vacation 2, Uncle Eddie's.
Oh, that's what it was.
We did have one listener response on Twitter.
Go ahead.
Jacobo at Tweets by Jacobo. Number 5, Castaway.
He was working. That wasn't supposed to be a vacation.
This is a good one that I actually completely forgot about.
This is actually a funny movie.
4 Without a Paddle.
Yes.
I
never thought I would ever be excited to hear Creed.
Anything that sounds like Creed.
I showed the trailer to my oldest son the other week about this. I was like, we need to watch this one. He's like, okay.
Yeah. There's no reason that movie should have been as funny as it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was very
Because
entertaining.
it looked terrible.
Sure.
It stars Dax Shepard, which...
I like Dax Shepard.
I mean...
and Seth Green and Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard was probably my favorite part of that movie, but... yeah, that's a good one. Number 3, 1953's Roman Holiday.
Good pick.
Number 2, he hobied this one.
Oh.
The Sandlot, Dazed and Confused, and Heavyweights, only because they all take place during kids' summer vacation.
I thought about Dazed and Confused, but yeah, the whole vacation, like, can I put it there or not?
And then his number 1 is Office Space, Milton's Mexico Vacation.
It's got a point. That's a good one.
It's a jump to conclusions, Matt.
That's the dumbest idea ever.
You jump to the conclusion.
Seeing you're missing a lot of work lately.
I'm going to say I'm missing it, Bob. We may eat this whole bag of Sour Patch popcorn tonight. This thing is amazing. I really was
I
thinking
wish
it's
the
gonna be bad.
popcorn tasted a little fresher, but the Sour Patch is so...
It's so good. I'm even drinking all my carrot cake juice.
Yeah,
And
is there any
want
left?
it. Yeah, do you want some?
Yes, because I'm out of water.
Here, have some carrot cake. There you go, Jeff. Here, just finish that off. There you go. Okay, bad idea of the week. Opening up a Sequest as an expansion project. Please don't do that.
Putting an aquarium in a fucking mall.
Number 63.
Letting a convicted criminal who was convicted for smuggling animals anywhere near
Animals.
Number
Again.
47. Is it Mo from The Simpsons? They're onto it, boys. They're onto us. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's see here. And titles for the show. I had Died Being Old, Spiritually Frozen, In a Direction, Feels Like a Thick Cookie, Richard the Slippery Shoes, Richard the Slippery Chair, and the Slippery Chair. And that's it.
I didn't have too much myself. I had Richard and the Slippery Chairs. We'll Talk Civility for Money. And Profit-Driven Hellhole.
I had, this guy died. And he died by old.
That's it?
That's the only 2 things that I wrote down.
I think we have to do Richard, right?
Richard and the Slippery
Richard and
Chairs.
the Slippery Chairs.
Right. Hey, Jeff, give me a type of liquid.
Oh, geez, we're doing this.
Carrot cake soda.
Jason, give me something alive.
Water monitors.
Yeah,
Don't
when they're
want
not
that.
in New Jersey.
Yes.
Malls. Jeff, give me an article of clothing.
Cod piece.
Oh, boy.
What is this? Which one is this?
This is a DC villains, super villains Mad Lib.
Okay, thank you.
Jason, give me a country.
Luxembourg.
Is a country.
Jeff, give me a plural noun.
Ooh.
Shut up.
Promises.
Jason, give me an animal plural.
Hold on. Seahorses.
All right, Jeff, give me an animal.
Oh, God. He stole my seahorse. A small claw otter.
Asian.
An
Asian small claw otter.
small claw. Jason, give me a noun.
Skyscraper.
Ooh.
I like that one.
Jeff, give me a place.
Italian bistro.
Jason, God, this is bad. Give me a part of the body.
Nipples. Could have been worse.
Could have.
Jeff, give me a celebrity.
Richard.
I was going to say Dunkaroo Doug.
Ooh.
Is that not celebrity enough?
That-
We're on YouTube Music now. We hit it big.
Sure. Dunkaroo Doug. Jason, give me a past tense verb.
Ran.
Ooh, irregularly past tense. Nice.
Let's see here. Jeff, give me a person you know.
Shit, I could use Dunkaroo Doug there. Oh,
That
man.
one.
I really did. Let's go. Craig Nickel.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Craig Nickel. All right, so this is a League of Shadows.
Oh, from Arrow.
So we have 4 questions in this League of Shadows
Okay.
Mad Libs with the answers. So number 1, what gives Ra's al Ghul's immortality? Excuse me, I had Sour Patch stuck in my throat. What gives Ra's al Ghul immortality?
Okay.
The carrot cake pit, Dr. Water Monitor,
Oh, I like that.
or the cod piece of immortality.
That's it. Copies of Immortality.
It's the carrot cake soda.
Yeah.
So according to the answer, it is actually A, the carrot cake pit.
Good job.
Okay. Question number 2, which of these villainous groups has Talia al Ghul been a member of?
Oh.
Justice League Luxembourg,
I could see her being
I
there.
actually want to see that comic book now.
the Secret Society of Super Promises, or the Seahorses of Prey.
Oh, I like that.
I'm guessing the Super Promises team.
Wasn't the Seahorses of Prey in Arrow Season 4?
Ah, could have been.
Season 7 when they kept losing ideas? I'm going Seahorses.
So the answer is actually B, the Secret Society of Super Promises.
Yes, 2 for 2.
Good job, Jeff.
All right, question number 3. What does Ra's al Ghul's name translate to in Arabic?
Oh, no.
Ooh.
So first we have the immortal Asian small claw otter.
They are dangerous.
We have skyscraper from the Italian bistro. Or the demon's nipples.
That's it. Definitely the
Demon's
demon's
nipples.
nipples.
The answer is, in fact, C, the demon's nipples.
I would get that comic book. Feel these nipples.
All right, and question number 4. Which of these terrible acts has Talia al Ghul not committed?
Not committed.
Okay.
First, did she not clone Dunkaroo Doug, her own child?
Nickname? Doug. Clone son of Talia Ghul.
Ran Wonder Woman.
Oh.
She ran her.
Oh. Hey.
I think she really did that one.
Oh.
And lastly, married Craig Nickel. Which of those terrible acts did she not?
Married Craig Nickel.
I'm gonna guess, and I could be wrong here, but I don't think she cloned Dunkaroo Doug.
She, in fact, ran Wonder Woman.
Oh.
Or didn't run Wonder Woman, I guess.
Yeah, she didn't run.
She did the other two.
She did not commit
I don't know. There's some fan fiction out there.
She did not commit the terrible act of running Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay. Well, that's going to be running through my mind tonight. Yeah.
Why?
We ruined that beautiful story.
We almost made it, man.
Sorry, do you want to talk Nazis?
No, we didn't even want the word brought up. Now it's twice.
Yeah, and you're forcing it at this point.
I'm sorry.
Like, we're headed that way, so just let it. It's just organic at this point.
I'm sorry.
Like in November, who knows? That we might actually be an all Nazi podcast.
No!
I'm just saying.
Get out!
I'm just saying.
Get out!
And Roger says goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. Not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. History of bad ideas. Podcast.
You are listening to a Hobie.